Good morning, student. Today I am going to explain the rolling friction. What is rolling friction? How it takes place? And what is the cause of rolling friction? Right? So rolling friction is a force of friction which comes into play when one body rolls over the surface of another body is called rolling friction. Means suppose this is a body and rolls like this. This is the rolling friction because this body rolls over the surface of this body. Okay. So when any body rolls over the surface of another body, then due to its weight, it presses the lower surface and lower surface depresses due to its pressure, and bump is created in front of this body. So to climb that hump, some opposition is created. That opposition is known as rolling friction, which is the cause of that rolling friction. Okay, so try to understand here what is the cause of rolling friction. So when a body like a wheel rolls over the surface, means this wheel, suppose this is a wheel, rolls over this surface. So this type of depression is formed, and this portion is known as bump. Okay, this bump is formed due to its weight because wheel has some weight. So it presses the surface under it. This surface is क्या होता है? Depressed under it. Due to this pressure weight, surface is depressed and bump is formed in front of it as shown in figure. Therefore, body has to pull out of the depression to climb the bump while in motion. This causes the rolling motion. This is the main cause of rolling. Now another topic is coefficient of static friction. So maximum static frictional force is directly proportional to normal reaction. Okay. So suppose a body placed over the surface and its weight acting downward, and its normal reaction always perpendicular to this surface and denoted by R. On applying the force F, body tends to move in right side. In that condition, before start moving and backward static frictional force F. This static frictional force is directly proportional to S, proportional to R. Okay. So if we change in equal sign, then a constant mu S into R. So here mu S is called coefficient of static friction. And it is denoted by mu S. So from this formula we can written as mu S equal to Fs upon R. Means ratio of frictional force to normal reaction is equal to coefficient of static friction. And another important thing, it has no unit because R, it balances the weight. The weight is a force whose unit is Newton, and frictional force also has the unit Newton. So both unit cancel, and we can say that coefficient of static friction has no unit. So another important topic is angle of friction. Angle of friction is defined as the angle which the resultant of limiting friction and normal reaction makes with normal reaction. So let us try to understand this from this figure. So consider a body placed over this horizontal surface, and a force is applied on the body in right side, that is applied force, and frictional force F in a direction opposite to applied force denoted by F, and the weight of the body always acts vertical downward, and normal reaction always perpendicular to the surface in upward direction. right? The resultant of normal reaction and frictional force. So this is the resultant of lifting friction and normal reaction makes an angle, suppose alpha, with normal reaction. Okay, so according to this statement, the resultant of means this is the resultant of lifting frictional force and normal reaction. This resultant of lifting friction and normal reaction makes an angle alpha with this normal. So this angle is known as angle of friction. Okay, suppose this point is O, this is the A, and this point B, and suppose this point is A. So from figure in triangle OBC, tan alpha is equal to perpendicular upon base means BC upon OB. Since BC is equal to OA, therefore tan alpha equal to OA upon OB, and this OA is equal to lifting friction means F, and OB is equal to normal reaction R. So we can say that tan alpha equal to F upon R. But F upon R is equal to mu, coefficient of friction. Therefore, tan alpha is equal to mu. So hence, we can say that coefficient of static friction is numerically equal to tangent of angle of friction. So mu equal to tan alpha. Important topic is angle of repose. So angle of repose is defined as the angle of inclined plane at which a body is placed on it just begins to slide. So this angle of repose, let us now see through an experiment. Suppose this is an horizontal surface, and over the surface a body is placed like this. So in this figure we see that this is the normal acting perpendicular to surface upward, and this indicates the weight of this body which placed on horizontal surface. Now incline the surface slowly, incline the surface. Then this inclined surface makes an angle alpha, theta, and body is still at the rest position. We increase the angle of inclined plane. So at a certain angle, body just begins to slide down. Then that particular angle, this angle is known as angle of repose. So we can say that angle of repose is the angle of inclined plane at which a body is placed on it, just begins to slide, is known as angle of repose. So it is denoted by angle theta. So this is the angle of inclined plane, this angle theta. So inclined plane makes an angle theta with horizontal, and a body is placed on the surface. So as we see in figure, weight always acts vertical downward, and normal reaction always perpendicular to the surface R. On extending this line in backward direction, so this weight makes an angle theta from this line. So on resolving this weight, horizontal component will be in this direction, because horizontal component always be in that direction from which it makes an angle theta. So in this direction, component will be horizontal, and vertical component mg sin theta will be along inclined plane in downward direction. So as the body tends to move in downward, then frictional force comes into the play that F in a direction opposite to motion of a body. Okay, so from figure, this normal reaction balances the horizontal component of weight. So R equal to mg cos theta, and this mg sin theta balances the frictional force, means F equal to mg sin theta. Suppose this is equation number 1 and this is equation number 2. So on dividing equation equation 2 by equation 1. So F upon R is equal to mg sin theta upon mg cos theta. mg cancel. As we know that F upon R is equal to mu. Here mu is the coefficient of static friction and sin theta upon cos theta is equal to tan theta. So we can say that coefficient of static friction is numerically equal to tangent of angle of repose. We also know that mu is equal to tan alpha. Friction is equal to tangent of angle of friction. So suppose this is equation number 3 and this one is equation number 4. So from equation 3 and 4 we can say that tan alpha equal to tan theta or alpha equal to theta, means angle of friction is equal to angle of repose. Angle of friction is equal to angle of repose. So let us now write the one important expression: acceleration of a body sliding down a rough inclined plane. So consider this is the rough inclined plane, okay, and this plane makes an angle theta with horizontal, and the body is placed over the surface, and weight of this body acting vertically downward mg, and normal reaction always perpendicular to the surface acting upward on extending it in backward direction. So this weight makes an angle theta from this line. So horizontal component will be along this line and vertical component be in along an inclined plane in downward direction, okay, and frictional force act in a direction opposite to direction of a body, that is in upward direction. So when this angle is equal to angle of repose, then body moves with constant acceleration. Here we have to write the expression for acceleration. It means this mg sin theta is greater than force of friction, maximum force of static friction. So resultant of these two forces means mg sin theta minus f will produce the acceleration in a body, means effective force is equal to mg sin theta minus f. Here f is the static frictional force. So as we know that f equal to mu r, okay, and r equal to mg cos theta. It means f equal to mu mg cos theta. Now substituting the value of f in this equation, so mg sin theta minus mu mg cos theta is equal to ma. So here mg is taken common, so sin theta minus mu cos theta is equal to ma. This m to m cancel. So we get a equal to g in a bracket sin theta minus mu cos theta. It is the expression for acceleration of a body downward and normal reaction always perpendicular to the surface. On resolving this rate mg, horizontal component be in a direction from which it makes an angle theta. So this is the angle theta, and vertical component along a direction in downward direction. So R balances the horizontal component of weight, and this frictional force balances the vertical component of force. So the net force means effective force difference of this body moving down under one specific condition when mg sin theta is greater than f. So the difference of these two means mg sin theta minus f will be effective force, that will be equal to ma. So we can write ma equal to mg sin theta minus f. So here f is static friction whose value is equal to f equal to mu r. R balances the horizontal component force, means r equal to mg cos theta. So substituting the value of f in above equation, and we can find the expression for acceleration produced in a body.